We have this awesome planner. I think we plugged it a million times, but I love it. The Desire Map Planner, and it really helps you break down reflection and things like that. So every week, I'll go back and I'll highlight my elevated moments for that previous week because I have a tendency to write down everything in my calendar just because I want to see what I'm doing. And I want to go back and make sure I'm balancing my time because, work-life balance and the wheel of life, that's super important.
Hey guys, we are back with more tidbits.
Yay, and we hope you enjoyed the first one. It was our first one, so give us some feedback. Let us know how we did. We're really, really excited about keeping this going for you guys, so we got something really good to talk about today.
So we started out with decision fatigue.
Yes.
Really good stuff. Got some great feedback, like Billy said. If there's anything else that you guys want to hear about, feel free to let us know. I think I'm going through I can't even say it. Decision fatigue on what to pack.
Yay, she's coming to see me.
Yay! So today we're going to talk about something that we've recently done, which Billy, this is so funny. I was thinking about this the other day. We started this. Well, let me tell you what it is before I go in and tell you all the things about it. It's a calendar audit. So we started this at the end of 2020, where we were just like, okay, we're going to go back and review like our whole calendar. I think we got the idea from John Maxwell, and Rachel Hollis talks about it a lot. So Billy and I were like, okay, like Billy, I don't know, how long did you spend when you did it, like for the full year?
Probably like 2.5 to 3 hours, but that was not like all in one setting. I would have to walk away and come back because it was a lot.
It was a lot, wasn't it? I literally had my planner, I remember, and I had like, first I started like doing it on my computer where I had like columns, and then I was like, man, that's too much. Like I just need pen and paper and my planner in front of me. So, and I started like quarterly. So I started out, the first quarter of 2020, and the columns that I used, and Billy, you tell me what you used, but the columns that I used was what is a good use of my time, energy, and money, and what was a not so good use of my time, energy, and money. And then was that the columns you used, or
I
did you use
did,
something
yes.
else?
Same.
Okay. Look at us. We're on the same page and we didn't even know it.
Yeah.
But it was a lot, kind of looking like I think I did mine probably in January, actually. So I was looking back like 12 months, right? 8 months, 9 months, 6 months. I was like, I don't even remember what I did yesterday, let alone like all the things that I did last year.
Yeah.
So when we started out this year, I can't remember, some training that we were offering, and we started talking about this. And Billy, share with us then how you started it. And so now we're all like on this whole new thing of the calendar audit that I'm like in awe by and just in love with. So tell us what's your secret here about the calendar audit?
Yeah, so I did the columns like Becky said, and then I also did what were my elevated moments for the previous year. So the things that really brought me joy. And I went back and I highlighted those in yellow because yellow is a fun color. So I was like, that works. So I did that for the year, and I realized that I'd done a lot more than I actually thought I had. So that was a positive. But so what I've been doing this year is we have this awesome planner. I think we plugged it a million times, but I love it.
We
But
have. They should pay us for it.
yeah, for real, we need some royalties on this. But the Desire Map Planner, and it really helps you break down reflection and things like that. So every week, I'll go back and I'll highlight my elevated moments for that previous week because I have a tendency to write down everything in my calendar just because I want to see what I'm doing. And I want to go back and make sure I'm balancing my time because, work life balance and the wheel of life, that's super important to me because I want to be, spreading my love and wealth and energy everywhere. So I go back at the end of the week on Sundays and I look at my calendar and I'm like, okay, what did I do this week? And I want to have at least one per day if possible. Some days I don't, but for the most part, I'm trying to do something every single day that I feel like gives me just total joy and is that elevated moment. So,
Yeah, it's funny. So I'm doing the same thing now. Thank you, Billy, because yeah, it just makes it so much easier, right? Instead of like, well, I think what I'm planning to do is at the end of the year, I will still go back.
Mhm.
But I think what I'm planning to do is at the end of each quarter to kind of go back and capture all of the yellows. And I'm doing yellow too, because I was like, I never use yellow, right? So it stands out in my planner. So I can easily kind of, I start to say scroll. I'm really
Do
bad.
that too.
I gotta tell you guys this. I'm really bad at like to use like technology words in non-technology things. I may have told you this before, but like if I'm reading like a book on my Kindle, obviously, you just go like this. Well, if I'm reading a book and there's a word I'm not sure, I like double click it in my book, and clearly it doesn't work like that. So I'm scrolling through my planner over here. I know I'm a hot mess.
That's all
But
right.
anyway, when I flip through my planner, I can easily see all those yellow highlighted moments.
Mhm.
And that in itself brings me joy, right? I don't know about you, but when I see that, I'm like, oh, yeah, like I'm making a difference. And what I'm noticing, I'm not so sure about you, Billy, but what I'm noticing is those elevated moments for me of what is bringing me joy is um, mostly coaching moments when somebody gives me feedback of you've changed my life here. So it's not so much about that it's just for me. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like I'm seeing like that. Like today, one of my highlight moments would be spending time with my son,
Mhm.
and hopefully, if you ask him, that would be one of his highlights too.
Right.
But I just think like how great is that to be able to I think else it reminds me of like going back to like our gratitude practice, Billy, of
Absolutely.
when you kind of flip it. So we're looking for those positive moments
Mhm.
instead of the same like especially through COVID, I've heard this so many times. People are just like, when you ask them how they're feeling, they're just like, oh, it's Groundhog's Day. And to me,
Yeah.
I hate I hate to hear that because I'm just like, what a freaking waste of life. Like, no, there's more to it than that. Even if you're stuck at home or whatever it is, like there's something you've got to be able to be doing to make it different and more impactful.
Yeah.
So I feel like that this has helped me to identify like it's not the same as yesterday.
Absolutely. Yeah, and we actually for our coaching community this month, I put a statistic because I love statistics, but I put a statistic in there that was like the human brain has between 12,000 and 60,000 thoughts a day, but 85% of those thoughts are negative. Isn't that
Wow.
sad? That's crazy. So when we do this, I feel like it helps me focus more on, okay, how can I make a difference? How can I, make an impact, not just on myself, but on other people.
For
And
sure.
to your point, Becky, that feedback and things like that, I mean, that's what fuels my soul. Like I love helping people and making an impact on others. So if I can do that, that's the important thing, right? I mean, it's not about me really, it's about making an impact on other people. So
Oh,
that's mostly, I mean, and mostly it's my coaching or it's
yeah.
my time with co-starters or time with the Girl Scouts this week. That was fantastic. Those girls are amazing, by
Oh
the
my
way.
gosh, it was.
Yeah.
They're
So
gonna
it's stuff
be done.
like that.
Yeah. It's funny. So look back at your week, Billy. What has been some of your highlight moments?
So taking a like long hot bath is like my jam. I love it. And I had not got to do that in a long time because I've been super duper busy. So I got to do that this week. So that was a big one. Tuesday was the Girl Scouts.
Uh-huh.
Wednesday, did a training session for SOAR. Thursday was SOAR. Yesterday, I got to celebrate my mom's birthday. So if you all
Yes.
didn't see that on Facebook, that touched me so much. And I've gotten so much feedback from other people, like sending me screenshots, like, hey, you impacted this person. And it wasn't about me. I'm not saying that at all. It was totally about my mom because I dreaded that day so much. And doing something for other people really helped me cope with that. So it was amazing.
That was
Um,
amazing. That was a highlight to my day too, and
that,
I just need in
yeah,
there.
I loved it. And then today was like I went to watch Emmy play basketball. Then I went and had lunch, and I got to work out really well. So lots. I mean, just lots of good things this week. So, and it's like that every week, honestly. Like every single week, I have a lot of yellow in my planner, and I'm looking for that, and so I'm finding more of it.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's funny. I haven't because I do it on Sunday, so I haven't highlighted them. But I would say one of the big things for me is definitely like the workout. But I would say like it's important for me though. It has to be a good workout. Otherwise, I'm just like, okay, lukewarm there.
True.
Um, for sure. Like, as simple as it was yesterday, Will and I had like maybe like 20 or 30 minutes, and we were both like, okay, we're calling a lunch date. And we sat at the bar, at the counter in the kitchen. He went and grabbed food, and like we had a lunch date. We,
Oh,
I think I'm pretty sure it was like a 20-minute break between my schedule and his schedule. But we were just like, okay, we're sitting down. We're like, it's just us,
right.
and that was definitely a highlight to my day yesterday. Um, and then today doing brunch with again Jordan and his girlfriend. um a lot of times though, like you said, it really is, when I look back on it, it's spending time with people that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's, oh, last week, or I guess the week before that, like, and I know I talk about this sometimes, not all the time, but like I literally, if I, and I'm not bragging when I say this, when I stand up, like I can see the beach outside. You guys, it had been like 3 weeks since I had been outside. Like, I mean, I've gone outside, but like to walk on the beach. So last week, literally, I guess it was the week before last, finally I started getting outside, and I was like, dang, like I actually really like walking on the beach. Like, why don't I do that more often? Now, I don't like the sand that's all over my carpet when I come back inside. Who puts carpet in a beach house?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I know that's such trivial problems there. I know. But nevertheless, the highlights in my planner are also the same, like
Mhm.
giving back. Definitely the coaching moments when, when I get a message afterwards that said, like, you've changed my life. And um, that to me, those fuel me up much more than anything else.
Oh, yeah,
So,
for sure.
have you guys done a calendar audit?
Right.
Like, we would love to hear, like, do you use the calendar audit? Have you heard of this before? If you haven't, is it something that you will start doing? Like, we'd love for you to share a little bit about, what do you do to capture what brings joy?
Yeah. And we actually have just a quick 3 page, I think, handout that we can send you if you are interested to, just to kind of walk you through the process of it, because there is more than just the elevated moments, which I think that's the most important thing. But there's also, like Becky mentioned at the beginning, like what was a good use of my time, money, and energy, and what was not. Like she and I have both talked, and like we spent a lot of money on trainings that we didn't even really do.
We
And that
still haven't done some of them, have we, Billy?
no, right. So a lot of money, thousands of dollars on trainings we didn't even complete. So when she and I are like all excited about, hey, let's sign up for this training, we're both like, okay,
Hold up.
wait a minute. We haven't even finished this one yet. So it's like, it's helped us though to recognize, we get super excited because we love personal growth and growing. But we get a little rambunctious sometimes. And so we need to reel ourselves in. But that's a good lesson, right? Because we're moving forward like, okay, we really need to think about this before we spend our time or money. So we'll send that to you if you guys are interested. Just send us a message and we'll shoot that over to you. It's like I said, 3 pages, nothing big, PDF file. You can download it and print it out. So
Yeah. So the other thing is, we're bringing these tidbits. We probably should have said this in the beginning, but we're learning.
yeah,
We're doing this once a week. Feel free to share it. I know we've got it on YouTube, we've got it on LinkedIn, Facebook. We're sending it also in our, if you sign up for our newsletter, it'll be in there. So sign up for our newsletter. If you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, all the things.
yeah.
What else, Billy? Like, what am I forgetting?
Instagram,
Yeah, we're there too.
Clubhouse, follow us. Clubhouse is super cool. We're going to start doing some channels on there,
Yeah,
some rooms. So we're excited about that too.
absolutely. So again, you guys share, tell us a little bit what you think about the calendar audit. Was this helpful? If you have any other ideas on what some tidbits might be, again, we are coming at you I always say coming at you. We're not coming at you, okay? We're coming to you weekly.
Yeah, that's funny. I always tell my kids, don't come at me. So
Yeah, don't come at me. We're not coming at you guys, I promise.
I love it.
Good stuff. Well, you guys have a great week.